Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the StrottSHOW. This is episode 20, so we have been harassing you for 19 episodes before this one. Been a couple of weeks between this one and the last one, and I am happy to get back to you in the middle of your summer, a couple of weeks before school starts, and as we're getting excited to wrap up a few vacations, start school shopping, in some of our cases, send some kids off to college in a few weeks. We're going to continue our journey through some of our exciting blog posts that we've done throughout the years. And this week's episode, we are going to focus on one of those granular SEO 101 topics. The topic we're going to cover this week is something called meta descriptions. If you are doing any of your own SEO work, you've absolutely heard about this topic. And if you haven't done this work, you have seen the term meta. You know it has something to do with tech, maybe your website, maybe Mark Zuckerberg. Sorry. But what we're going to do now is we're going to get into a post we wrote not that long ago, not long after we began our SEO 101 series. It's a relatively brief topic when it's where we get into the finer points in part of our reporting system that we do for our concierge clients. This is one of the things that they ask about. It's also that little snippet that you see whenever you're doing a Google search and learning about a website that you see and whether or not it gives you the answers that you want to click through about. So without further ado, let me do a little swatch here and we will head on over to the post so that I can show it to you. What is a meta description? You're going to find I may have a little fun with the tone of my voice as we go through this. Not always the most exciting of topics, but an important and interesting one. Let's talk about something that is a bit technical, but can significantly impact your online presence. Meta descriptions. These little snippets of text are an ingredient in the secret sauce that attracts more customers and boosts your search engine optimization, SEO. Please tell me you know that by now. Results. In our last post, we spent more time on title tags than any normal person would. And today we're continuing that trend with an in-depth analysis of meta descriptions. We're going to explain what a meta description is, why it's important for SEO, and how to write an effective one. As readers of our blog have come to expect, we'll conclude with a shameless plug. You know that will happen. Of our own services and recommend that you use Strottner designs for all of your SEO needs. Doing so will ensure that your meta descriptions and all other on-page SEO factors are handled correctly and in line with best practices. What is a meta description? A meta description is a brief survey of a web page's content that appears in search engine results under the page's title. Typically, it's around 150 to 160 characters long. Think of it as your page's elevator pitch, a quick and compelling overview that tells potential visitors what your page is all about and why they should click on your link instead of someone else's. Specifically, it shares the following information. 1. An HTML element. A meta description is an HTML element within a web page's code. HTML, think code. I'm a layman, I'm a salesman, I'm a strategist, I'm a marketer, I'm a bill collector sometimes. You know who you are. I am not a coder, I'm not a designer. I speak client, I speak designer. HTML element, important. You don't have to know what it is. People important on our side that do the work, they do. Display and SERPs, search engine result pages. When your page shows up in search results, the meta description is displayed below the clickable title tag. Purpose. It helps users understand the content relevance and encourages them to click through to your page. So this means that you don't have a boilerplate meta description for every page on your site. We tailor them to each individual page. How does Strottner use them? For our concierge client specifically, look at that. It's like I knew what I wrote. We tailor the meta description for each page to the content on that page so that even the subpages in our website rank well. I do like making memes that are in no way funny, but topical. Why are meta descriptions important? First impressions matter. Your meta description can be the first interaction potential customers have with your business. I say this in other areas. I say this about logos. I say this about business cards. I say this about websites. When it comes to the website, if they went through a search engine, it may have been because your meta description was written well. A well-written meta description can capture a searcher's interest and encourage them to visit your site. No matter how perfect your product is, a poorly written meta description can turn a potential customer away. They may think that what you are providing is not what they're looking for, even though it is. A meta description is important because it improves click-through rate. A compelling meta description can increase the likelihood that users will click on your link when it appears in search results. Higher CTR can signal to search engines that your page is valuable and relevant, potentially improving your rankings. Yes, higher click-through rate tells Google or whomever else that they may be using, Bing, that your website is valuable and offers a good result for that search term, boosting your search results. Enhances relevance. Search engines sometimes bold the keywords in your meta description that match the user's search query. This makes your results stand out and seem more relevant. It provides a preview. This will give a user a sneak preview of what to expect on your page. This means that the traffic you do get is more likely to be interested in your offering. When someone performs a search, they want the page they go to answer the question that they were searching. They often will go to that page because the meta description said, this page has what you want. Social sharing. Social platforms often use meta descriptions when content is shared. Without one, social sites may display random text. You don't want that. So how do we use them? So if we see that a site has a high number of impressions, there's a link to our impressions and clicks blog post from earlier in the year, but low click-through rate, we'll evaluate the meta description and we may rewrite it to make sure that it's more compelling and valid and relevant, and hopefully drive more clicks. So how do we craft the perfect meta description? Now that you know what they are, why they're important, how do we create an effective one? Keep it short and sweet. Aim for 150 to 160 characters. Anything longer, probably going to get cut off. People won't read it. You're going to leave out crucial info. Include relevant keywords. Use keywords that are relevant to the content on your page and that they are searching for. Avoid keyword stuffing. Let it read naturally. Make it engaging. Write it in a way that sparks curiosity. Use a call to action. Discover now. Get your free quote. After you have made sure that the keyword is relevant. Be specific. Clearly describe what users will find on your page. If they know exactly what to expect, they're likely to click through. Benefits focused. Highlight the benefits users will gain by clicking your link. All right, so we're clear. You want to include relevant keywords. You want to make it engaging. You want to use a call to action. You want to be specific. You want to be benefits focused. And you want to do that within no more than 150 to 160 characters. And you want to do that for each individual page on your website. So the next thing you want to do is email us, because this is not a simple thing that I'm telling you to do. But there you go, number 7. We do these 6 things, and we know when it's okay to break these rules. So here are some good examples. Shop the latest trends in women's fashion. Free shipping on orders over $50. Discover your new look today. I'm not going to read all these. You see them. A lot of times I say, conclusion. Instead, a pithy summary. With the aliens guy. In the grand scheme of your digital marketing strategy, writing a meta description might seem like a minor task. However, it has a significant impact on your website's performance in search engines. By investing a little time in crafting compelling, keyword-rich meta descriptions, you will attract more visitors to your site. You will attract more visitors to your site and turn those clicks into customers. Head on over to our homepage and run a free audit on your website. You'll see that the meta description is one of the factors that is listed. In the meantime, we suggest that you take a few moments to review and update the meta descriptions on your website. If you're not one of our concierge clients, you need to do this yourself. Your business's online success might depend on it. And remember, SEO is complicated. There are a lot of factors. And we just spent 900 words explaining one of the smaller ones. So maybe consider contacting us. support@Strottner.com. If there was a link that you saw in the post that I have just kind of narrated for you, it'll be in the description, the show description. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me through the course of this video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave us a comment, subscribe, like, smash that like button, and as they say online, as the kids like to say, and we hope we'll see you again next week. Be good, and in the meantime, if you can't be good, be careful. I'm Michael Carroll with Strottner Designs. I want to thank you for your time. Have a great week.